Today we will study refrigeration cycle. This is experimental setup to study a refrigeration cycle. This is schematic representation of refrigeration cycle. There are two refrigeration cycles are there. One is vapor compression refrigeration cycle. One is vapor absorption refrigeration cycle. In this case, this schematic representation is going to tell you vapor compression refrigeration cycle. Now I will explain one by one part of this refrigeration cycle. This is a rotometer where it is going to regulate the amount of refrigerant which is passing into the system. Now in this case, vapor compression refrigeration cycle, we are going to make use of R34 refrigerant, and it is a compressor and condenser. This is chiller. Almost it is cooled, and in case of refrigeration we are going to make use of two expansion devices. One is solenoid valve and capillary tube. Either one we need to use. In this experiment we made use of a capillary expansion valve. This is voltmeter indicator, this is temperature indicator, and this is ammeter, which is going to tell you the amount of current. Now this is a knob wherein we can able to know the temperature at 5 different positions. First, initially we need to keep this is at T4, which is going to tell you the temperature at the expansion outlet wall. When it comes to a minus degree Celsius, when it comes below 0, then we can start taking the reading. Initially, first we should note how many times this light is going to blink for time taken for 10 blink. This is going to tell you the amount of heat input to the compressor. This is a knob wherein we can start and switch off the compressor. As I told, when the temperature T4 will come at minus degree Celsius, then we can start taking the reading. Now I will tell you what are these temperatures T1, T2, T3 and T4 and T5. T5 temperature is nothing but temperature of water inside the chiller. Now if you see, it is attained almost less degree Celsius, it is cooled. Now if I go, the temperature of the water inside the chiller, now it is go on decreasing it is 5.5 degree Celsius. Similarly, if I go T1 and T2, T3, these are the temperatures of the refrigerant at compressor as well as condenser, inlet and outlet. Now if I see compressor inlet temperature, they are given here. Now this is one thermocouple, it attached at the inlet pipe. Another thermocouple, it attached for the condenser. See, this is a temperature T3, outlet of the condenser, it is going to come here, that is T3, and inlet of the condenser has given, this is a temperature. Thermocouple is installed at, this is T2, and this is a condenser. The inlet temperature of the condenser is can be known, and as I told, T3 is temperature of the refrigerant coming outside the condenser. These two are pressure valves P1 and P2. As you know, this is a chiller wherein now almost it is cooled. Now if you see, the just ice is coming on this tube due to excessive cooling, and this is a chiller, and inside temperature of the chiller water is very much less. Now by making use of all these temperatures which is recorded and it is shown on the temperature indicator, we are going to calculate amount of energy needed to run any one compressor and refrigeration cycle, and we can study the various parameters involved in this refrigeration cycle. As we know, in this case we made use expansion valve, that is nothing but a capillary expansion valve, we made use of it. This is nothing but, just see the outlet of capillary expansion valve, as it shows a temperature will come about T4 is nothing but minus 2.8 degree Celsius. This is how the vapor compression refrigeration cycle is going to work.